Alright, we are continuing Dracula week here in the month of October. Today we're looking at Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this movie is bad. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's pretentious and boring, which is a bad combination. Of course, it's made even worse because, of course, the movie was well received when it came out, and it's still well reviewed to this day. So people like this. I don't know why. It's bad. Let me tell you some bad things about this bad movie. We start with scenes of war, because that's what I want from a Dracula movie. War scenes from hundreds of years ago. Oh. We are told that someone in the opposing army shot an arrow carrying the false message that Vlad was killed into the castle. Now, the effect that had was that Vlad's wife, thinking that he was dead, killed herself. Is that what they were going for? Because that seems like a stretch. If you're going to be firing arrows at a castle, maybe try to kill some of the people that you're fighting, rather than waste time with the fake message. Was this a thing that was done? I don't know. It's stupid. Then we have Vlad denouncing God, stabbing part of his castle, and the castle just starts bleeding. That's a thing that happens. There's no explanation given for it. His castle just has a soul or life force or something, and it starts gushing blood when he stabs it. Why? It's so stupid. Oh my goodness. Within 10 minutes, we have 2 major makeout scenes between 4 different characters. We're going to come back to that later, because Francis Ford Coppola is acting like a 10-year-old boy with the directing of this movie. We're coming back to that later. Lots of people narrating their journal entries and letters that they've written, which I get is what most of the book is, but that's not what I want to watch. Right? We say show, don't tell. You are showing people telling things. I don't want to sit and watch someone as I hear their narration of what they're writing down in their journal about things that have happened. I want to see the things that have happened. That's the really neat thing about movies, as opposed to books, is that you can show me what happened. Oh my gosh. We get a shot of a harpist playing a harp. Now, I'm not an expert on the history of the harp, but the harp shown in this shot has several colored strings. Now, modern harps, certain modern harps, do have some colored strings. I don't think that was a historical thing, and I don't think they had as many strings colored or as many colors of strings as is shown in this. And it's just one quick shot, and it's not important, but it's just another stupid thing. Dracula, Gary Oldman, at the beginning of this movie, has this ridiculously long red robe with a trail that would put to shame any obnoxious wedding dress train. It's like 30 feet long, completely impractical. Yet, during the scene where he is climbing down the castle walls, which that could have been cool, because that's from the book. I remember reading that in the book. I remember thinking, hey, that'd be cool to see in a movie. None of the other movies that I've watched have done it yet, right? That would have been a cool moment. But his huge robe just is still behind him, even though he's crawling downwards. And I wrote down, guess his cape can just defy gravity. Well, then I read in the IMDb trivia that Francis Ford Coppola just decided that things around vampires don't have to follow the laws of physics. Not just the vampires themselves, but things around the vampires, like rats and shadows and apparently robes. That's a stupid decision to make. Why? My last actual note is vampire bride nudity. There's quite a bit of nudity in this film, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. It's rated R. It should be expected. But according to the IMDb trivia, the director himself says in the commentary that everybody was too nervous to ask the actresses who had agreed to a role in which there was nudity to remove their clothes. If you're directing a movie and you can't bring yourself to ask your actresses who have agreed to do topless scenes to remove their clothes, maybe don't put that in your movie. Because you're acting like a 10-year-old boy who wants to see this stuff, but is not mature enough to ask for it in a professional manner. This movie is bad. It's pretentious. It's boring. It's bad. I will never watch this again. I wanted to stop so badly, but I forced myself to finish it for this. And now I'm upset, and this is my next one. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be bad too, but I'm so glad I watched that one first, because this one is at least not taking itself seriously, so anything dumb or stupid can be played off as funny. So I'm probably going to enjoy that one way more than I would have otherwise, because it was immediately preceded by this garbage. Bram Stoker's Dracula, horrible. Tell me if you think different. That's what I think. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Hey everybody, Sam Tom here. Just wanted to let you know that I have 2 channels. If you're watching my music content, I also have a movie channel where I talk about movies and TV shows. If you're watching my movie content, I have a music channel where I do song covers, instrument demos, things like that. So feel free to check that out. Obviously, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that YouTube stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.